Saving green.
Saving green be the team. We
Yeah.
them ninjas, we them ninjas. Saving green be the team.
Well, here we are, finally picked up Tiny. Busy Bee is slowly transferring everything over. I've had quite a few stuff with me that I had to take because I figured it'd be a couple of days. But anyway, I got Tiny back. We're gonna go over everything of what they had to do. And they also gave me a total of what everything cost. Labor, parts, material, all those things. So I will be going over that. All I gotta say, ninjas, is thank goodness for the warranty. This is why it's so important to have that warranty, ninjas, when you are buying any kind of new vehicle, but in particular when you're buying a big diesel truck. You know, I mean, it's just insane. So, but yeah, I like this truck, ninjas. As I've said it before, it's a nice truck. But hey, you know what he told me, what this truck is basically maxed at for towing? 8,000 pounds roughly, maybe 9. Heck, the trailer is that itself probably, or close to it. So we've been knocking out a bunch of yards this morning. I've been slowly just working my way towards the dealership. And now that I'm in this area, I decided, because they called me yesterday and they said that Tiny was ready, but I did not make it, especially with that dentist appointment that I had. But yeah. So stay tuned. Oh man, it's gonna surprise you of all the things that they ended up doing and then what it cost. What's going on, all my lawn care ninjas? What is going on this crazy, wet, nasty, filthy
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday? So yesterday I recorded just a little bit, letting you ninjas know Tiny is back and back to attack. And boy, are you happy Tiny's back?
Yeah, she's doing better.
Why do you like Tiny better than the other truck, Busy Bee?
I like sitting higher in the air, that's for sure.
You like it higher.
It's got
Busy Bee likes it higher, ninjas. You heard it from the man himself. Why didn't we get a chance to finish the video yesterday? Thirsty Thursday. Why was it? Did we lose a lot of time? We worked late yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah.
We didn't finish till like 7, 8 o'clock last night. So probably one of the reasons is because we had to stop in the middle of the day to go get Tiny. And we lost a little bit of time there, and then I think we were just trying to haul tail, and that way we didn't have too much to do today. What have we been battling? Before we get into the topic of the video, what have we been battling with today?
Rain all day.
Rain all day. We got soaked on the same yard. We got soaked, what, last week?
Yep.
Last week, ninjas. It's been raining like crazy, and then it would stop, and then it would come back, so it got us again. We got soaked, we dried up, we were able to finish the yard. We had to wait, of course, for about, what, 30 minutes or so, you'd say? We were just sitting there chilling, talking to the customer, which is actually a friend of mine. Where are we, Busy Bee?
The church.
The church, your favorite.
Yeah.
No, not really. He does like this, don't you? You prefer this over to school.
Yeah.
Why is that? This is like twice as big. He likes it bigger.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what they did on Tiny, what they replaced. Busy Bee will tell you in specification right here, right, as what they wrote, what was wrong with it, and all the things that they did, and then I'm gonna tell you how much it costs. All right, Busy Bee, so tell us, what is the first thing on that page that they found wrong with Tiny?
Rear pinion seal and rear cover.
So rear pinion seal and rear cover. What was it, leaking?
Yeah.
And what did they do with it?
They
removed it, replaced it?
Resealed the rear cover and filled with fluid.
Okay, so ninjas, let's go down here and take a look at it and see if we can see what they're talking about. Right there. And you can actually see the new seal all the way around and the new cover. So that was leaking. Wasn't like a severe leak, but it was enough when I took it in for that oil change and they noticed it. And this is also one of the reasons, ninjas, why I like taking Tiny in for an oil change. It's not about the oil change. I could do the oil change myself. but it's about while they're doing the oil change that they can check out and look around and see if there's anything else that may not be affecting my driving now, but it could put me on the side of the road if I don't take care of it. So I'm glad they caught it, and I'm glad this is fixed and taken care of. They did say, Ninjas, this is, you know, when you're towing non-stop, things will happen. And, you know, Tiny's about 65,000 miles, so, you know, and now it's got fresh fluids in there, and it should be good to go. And if I can get another 60,000 miles out of this before maybe I have some issues again, then I'll be happy with that. Now that we've shown him the rear differential and that's fixed, what is the other thing that was wrong with Tiny that they have fixed?
They replaced the steering linkage dampener.
Linkage dampener?
Yep.
Steering linkage dampener. What is it?
Dampener.
Dampen?
Something like that.
Diaper? A dampener? Anyway, so what is that, Busy Bee? You're a little bit of a mechanically inclined. What is that?
I can't tell you.
You couldn't tell me? Are you not mechanically inclined?
Not to that.
So what was Tiny doing? You can tell him that.
She was shaking a little bit.
It's a he.
He.
It's not a she. It's a he. Tiny was shaking, Ninjas, actually severely. And I didn't notice it when I had the trailer hooked up, you know, because the trailer is literally constantly hooked up to Tiny. But I unhooked it to take it in for an oil change, and when I hit the highway, what was the steering wheel doing?
Shaking a lot.
How was it shaking?
Just shaking all I know.
No. Give me like a sample. How was it like?
Something like that. Something like that.
How's that go again? Anyway, there's a word, an actual word, what they called it. What is it called?
Death wobble.
A death wobble. So every F-250, from what I was told, and really what I have seen even on the news, and I actually got, this was recalled, by the way, just about every F-250 out on the road has had this issue. And what it would do is if you go over 45 miles an hour and some, you're gonna get this huge shaking in the steering wheel. Well, I didn't notice it, and the reason I didn't notice it is because I had the trailer and all the weight. But when I took it, you know, unhooked it, and I was driving down to the dealership and I hit the highway, it was severely shaking. So I mentioned it to them and they knew instantly what it was. So that got replaced. And did it fix the problem, Busy Bee?
Yep.
Third and final thing, Busy Bee, that they fixed on Tiny.
We got an upper oil pan.
Upper oil pan. Now please, before I go in there and underneath there and show them, tell me, what did they have to do to get that oil pan off?
Take the flywheel out, the transmission out, and all that good stuff.
Flywheel out had to be taken out. The transmission had to be taken or disconnected at least. And all that to take the oil pan out, Busy Bee, all that.
It's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Holy crap. So they told me that actually Ford covers it for like 11 hours or pays it for 11 hours. 11-hour job. And how much an hour?
$195.
$195 per hour for 11 hours. That by itself is how much, Mr. Math Man?
About $2,000.
That's right, Busy Bee. $2,000 just right there by itself to take the dang thing out.
Crazy.
There it is, Ninjas. That is the oil pan right there. Now this is the bottom one, correct?
Yeah.
But they had to replace the upper one. Is that what it said?
Yep.
So the bottom one obviously is pretty easy to get to. I could see this being a huge job. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to take it on.
No, I would not want to mess with this. So I'm glad this was in the hands of people who know what they're doing and they have the proper tools and all kinds of things. So, and they had to redo the oil change again. I asked, how much did all that cost? If, let's say, for example, I didn't have the warranty, correct? So let's recap one more time. Upper oil pan.
About $2,000.
No. I'm saying total. I'm just saying upper oil pan, rear differential, and then the steering column, right?
Probably about $3,000.
$3,500 actually, to be exact, or very close to, just, well, not exact, but roughly. Because what I asked them, I said, how much would that cost if I didn't have the warranty? And they gave me a rough estimate, about $3,500. And out of all those things, which one was the most difficult to replace?
Transmission. I mean, not the transmission, the oil pan.
The upper oil pan, which obviously has something to do with the transmission. And what, since that is the most difficult, would you say that was probably the most expensive?
Hell yeah, for sure.
But Tiny's back to attack. What do you have to say for yourself?
Heck, I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
First time getting the mower stuck?
Yeah. That is a little slick.
Yeah, don't do that again. You know we got to check those blades now.
Yeah.
I think you hit a rock.
We probably did. I guess we'll find out.
I guess we will find out. All right, ninjas, it's a wrap. That took a lot longer than expected, but luckily nobody got hurt. That's the most important, and we were able to get the mower out without having to use any chains or anything like that. Originally, I thought that's what we were gonna have to do, but why'd you do that?
I don't know, it was just an accident.
Yeah, it's an accident.
We them ninjas, we them ninjas.
What'd you just say?
It happens.
We them ninjas, we them ninjas. Saving green.